today, dun dun breaking news. It's not even ESPN breaking news, but this man, Texas Governor Greg Abbott, decides to just drop this bombshell saying that by next effective next Wednesday, Texas is 100% open and he is pulling away the mask mandate. If you look at it from this point of view, um, a lot of things that I've been listening, obviously, two fans, as you know, I listen to a lot of Joe Rogan. A lot of things he says is that politicians shouldn't. It's more of a an issue in which politicians shouldn't be allowed to tell us, "Oh, you have to do this, you have to do that." And so you could look at it more as a point of view as like you're getting your choice back, I guess you could say. So it might not be the right decision, but ultimately it's your decision. That's the way I think about it. It's like I read that and it's just like it's not really going to affect me personally, I believe in my life, knock on wood, because I'm still not like me, I don't have my vaccine. Mia has the vaccine, so she's fine. I'm pretty sure she's comfortable, she's fine. Me, I don't have the vaccine yet, but so I'm not going to do dumb things like go out to Northgate. Like I'm still going to be in certain situations cautious. I mean, I've been going to restaurants, been going to maybe like a sit down bar here and there. I've been to Northgate once and it was scary. It was scary. I was just like uh, paranoid and shit. Like,
What do you think
get
though
away from
about,
me.
like, on a sidebar for that? Don't you think it's also on the establishments themselves their responsibility to still maintain a clean environment that doesn't promote spread? I think because going out to
It,
bars in that
it's
situation, I mean, it can't be like you versus the virus. Like the establishment has to be cleaning and doing and keeping up still. I mean, this doesn't
well,
mean an
well,
end to that.
well, yes, but if you by next weekend, Shiner Park, by the way, is a bar on Northgate. Two fans, Shiner Park I guarantee you it's gonna be packed, just like usual, like it was before. They're gonna reel everybody in and make their money, which is good for them, but the thing is you can't get mad at it's not Governor Abbott's fault for whatever the capacity is for 300, 400 A&M college kids deciding to go to Shiner Park to go to Northgate and be in a crowd and drink and do XYZ,
Yeah.
like that's strictly their decision. Just like it's my decision. I probably will still stay away, even though everything's 100% open. I probably will still stay away from Northgate because it's just that's not a line I'm ready to cross yet. I'm not there yet. Um,
I think that's
I am
great.
very interested to see what the restaurant is going to do because I don't know how it feel. I don't mind them going 100% capacity. Now, it's a matter of fact of which, like, are they still going to force us as the servers to wear masks, or would that be a decision? That's something that I have to, make the decision myself.
Hmm.
I will have to, like you said, weigh the pros and cons. Do I feel comfortable? If I don't feel comfortable, I won't do it. And that's just the thing. It's the choice.
Yep.
I choose my grandmother, probably just because Abbott said everything's 100% open. She's not going to be going out wild and about. She
Yeah.
knows she still has to stay cautious. She's going to stay home, stay protected. I'm going to do, if I ever want to go see her, I'm going to do my due diligence before I see her, and that's the way I see it. I see it as it's purely my decisions. All the decisions I make, it's the same thing as if I decided to go out and I make out with a random chick and get mono.
Yeah.
Get mono. Like I can't Abbott, it's your fault for
Exactly.
legalizing making out in the
Exactly.
bar. Like
Exactly.
no, it was my decision. I took that risk and that's just what happens sometimes. And so that's just my thing, and just like my other company too, just because I'm pretty sure they're still gonna make us be like so do social distancing protocols for my company, even though Greg Abbott says everything's 100% open
Mm-hmm.
because they know we still have to stay safe. We still have a company to run and we still need people safe. So we're not just going to get everybody back just because Abbott says it's okay. And that's why I feel like it's I just see it differently than everybody else. I
No,
see it more
you and I are on. We're lockstep right here, dude. I am
and
with you 100%.
don't two fans don't take it as me being like I guess
Insensitive, or
right.
you
Yeah,
don't know
right.
what's going on, or
Yeah, like I
exactly.
said, I don't know the numbers. I don't I don't know any facts, data, or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'll admit that loud and proud. I'll probably I'll probably get thrown when I get off of here, talk to me about it and get thrown some data, some facts.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
I've
but
got
the
some
thing
for you,
but the thing is, it's just it's ultimately up to decisions. Your decision. If you want to do it, that's you. Me, I will be very cautious still. Just because Governor Abbott says I don't have to, doesn't mean I won't. I still will be cautious because I really don't want to get it, even though I think I already got it. But I just
I don't think he's preaching not being cautious though. Do you think is that what he said? I don't think that's.
I don't think so. It's
Let me double check
I
that.
don't it's just this thing that we shouldn't. I don't know. I don't know what it is, and, like, I'm an optimistic person. I try to see the bright side of things. That's mainly where I come from. Like, me bitching and moaning about this on Twitter isn't gonna be like Governor Abbott's gonna read Cowboy Canella's reply and be like, "You know what? Let me overturn this." That's not gonna happen, and you know what? We gotta dive into the pool eventually, and hopefully I'm hoping this is for the best. I'm hoping the medical infrastructure, I hope I hope all that holds up. I hope the doctors I feel like after this much time, the doctors probably know what they're doing. And yeah, I'm hoping that for the best. That's it, man. I'm just trying to be optimistic, man.
Dude, I have so much to say about what you said because it's so beautifully said, so I'm going to keep it concise, but I do want to read for the two fans the transcript of the press conference because we don't like reading New York Post, all that, whatever. A New York Post, the only reason I say that is because I'm looking, or New York Times is because I'm looking at the numbers from the New York Times, but this is the transcript from Governor Abbott. And this is about, it says 1357 into his presser today. Today, I'm issuing a new executive order that rescinds most of the earlier executive orders. Effective next Wednesday, all businesses of any type are allowed to open 100%. That includes any type of entity in Texas. Also, I am ending the statewide mask mandate. Now, despite these changes, remember this. Removing state mandates does not end personal responsibility or the importance of caring for your family members and caring for your friends and caring for others in your community. Personal vigilance to follow the safe standards is still needed to contain COVID. It's just that now state mandates are no longer needed to stay safe. Texans should continue following medical advice on preventing COVID just as they do on other medical issues. I mean, how can you be mad at this guy? I understand if you're mad if you think like, oh, it's too early or whatever, but the guy literally says what we're doing is we're giving you the option, which is what you had mentioned Joe Rogan said and I always agreed with because this country is about freedom and liberty and the ability to choose what you do on a day-to-day basis. Like if you choose horrible decisions for the first 20 years of your life, you're probably going to end up in a horrible position. Vice versa, you choose great decisions, you come from a great background or whatever background you come from, you're going to be in good position. He's giving the Texans back a choice on this issue. And I agree with David completely and with Governor Abbott, which is personal vigilance to follow safe standards is still needed to contain COVID. And it's said more officially than what David said, but David said it beautifully, which is make the right decision. If you don't feel safe going out, don't go out. if you still want to wear your mask, there's going to be millions of people just like you. And I will join you in that. And David will join you in that. Just because all of a sudden Governor Abbott says, you don't have to wear masks anymore, it doesn't mean you have to not wear your mask. He's not forcing anything on you. He's telling you you have a choice now. And I think that's beautiful. I think that eventually, like you said earlier, there's no perfect time. It's just at some point somebody has to pull the trigger. And right now, he's not saying you have to do anything. He's just giving you an option. And I think for your restaurant business, I think he's giving the restaurants an option. And personally, if I was the owner of your restaurant or any restaurant, I would require my servers to still wear a mask because it makes the customer comfortable. And I look at the numbers here. I actually have two different websites because I pulled up New York Times. I personally am a little bit of a conspiracy theorist where I don't really believe a lot of these major outlets because of the skewing one way or the other. So I found another one, npr.org. And it's actually funny, dude. Texas ranks, let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2 on it's the third lowest on vaccinations in all 50 states. Now, New York Times has, American Samoa, Northern Mariana Islands, Guam. It has additional things on there, but the highest state, according to New York Times, is Alaska at 23% with at least one shot, and with two, it's at 14%. So, granted, their population is much, much smaller than some of the bigger states as you get lower and lower, like New York is at 15%, Florida is at 15%, Texas is at 13%. And so you have all of that factors into it. So don't just take the percentage as it is. Look at the population because obviously the dosages that are received, it's going to make a difference if you have less people. You switching over to NPR. This one is a little bit better organized because it goes by state. Alaska is still at 22.9%, which is with at least one dose. Texas is still down here, bottom three, 12.7%. So Utah below them at 12.2 and Georgia at 12.1. So, I mean, the numbers here say it's not ideal that this happens right now because ideally, like you said, perfect world, perfect scenario, everybody would be vaccinated and you never have to worry about it. But the fact of the matter is, United States, according to NPR.org, 15.3% of the population has at least one dose. So 15%. That's pretty small amount. And here on New York Times, 16%. So I'm with you, dude. There's no perfect time. And Governor Abbott is essentially, Texas was like this in the middle of the pandemic where we opened up. That was way earlier than anybody thought we should. We learned the hard lesson. But right now, I think he's giving the power back to the people in like the idea that you beautifully, and I'm not going to drone on about it because you said so well, but you have a choice now. If you want to go out to a bar scenario and not wear a mask and be reckless, like in that situation, you have that free will to do it now.